In the early morning of July 24th, 1915, the SS Eastland sat docked along the Chicago River, ready to carry hundreds of Western Electric employees and their families across Lake Michigan for a company picnic. It was supposed to be a day of laughter, music, and fresh summer air. But within minutes, it became one of the deadliest maritime disasters in American history, one that almost no one remembers. The Eastland was a passenger steamer known for being unstable. Even before that fateful morning, the ship had a reputation for leaning dangerously when passengers crowded one side. But after the Titanic sank 3 years earlier, new federal laws required ships to carry more lifeboats. Ironically, the extra weight made the Eastland even less stable. At 7:28 a.m., as more than 2,500 passengers boarded, the ship suddenly began to list. At first, it tilted slightly, just enough to cause a few laughs. But then the list grew sharper, faster, until within seconds, the Eastland rolled completely onto its side. Right there in the river, still tied to the dock, passengers were thrown into the freezing water. Others were trapped below decks as heavy furniture, pianos, and even the lifeboats crashed down on them. Families drowned together within sight of the shore. People on land screamed, helpless, as they watched the ship vanish beneath the murky water in less than 5 minutes. When the rescue was over, 844 people were dead. Entire families were wiped out. The city morgue overflowed, forcing authorities to use a nearby armory to store the bodies. Chicago was devastated, and yet somehow this tragedy faded into obscurity. Maybe it was overshadowed by the World War raging overseas. Maybe people just didn't want to remember such horror on what was supposed to be a day of joy. But the Eastland disaster remains one of the worst maritime tragedies in U.S. history, worse than the Titanic in American waters. And yet, it's barely a footnote today. So the next time you hear about the Titanic, remember the Eastland, the ship that never even left the dock, and still took hundreds of lives with it.